Thanks, guys. So I'm in the business of presenting and offering arts experiences. And if what I'm offering becomes too known, too predictable, too familiar, it's kind of sad. And in our industry, if your stuff that you're putting out there doesn't resonate with your audience, then your endeavor is not going to be sustainable. So why are we here in the first place, us in the arts? You know, I think it's because we felt some spark at a concert, at a film, and an opera when we were 2, 10, 20 years old. And we feel it's necessary human understanding, human connection, human experience, that we share those types of events with people. We feel it's important to share that with the world, even the universe. So in 2001, I went to this unknown festival in India, California called Coachella. And it was just a one-day event then. And I wandered into this tent, and I saw this band play that no one knew about this band. They were from Iceland. They were called Sigur Rós. They weren't even singing in English. And I felt this time this magical moment. It was transformative. It was almost hallucinatory. I just kind of like lost my mind, left the tent, and I thought to myself, I was like, I want to be part of whatever world it is that helps bring that sort of thing to people so they can just like go to the next level. You know, for me, I went and saw the unknown, came out a disciple. 15 years later, live in Iowa City. I work at this place called the Englert Theater just down the street, a 103-year-old theater. We present stuff all year round. Our programming is, you know, we're dedicated to the modern, the innovative. We uphold the tradition and the classical. In addition to the stuff that we do year round, we also produce this thing called Mission Creek Festival, which is a 6-day multi-venue, multi-medium festival that occurs with music, literature, art, film, food. And we've been doing that for 10 years, which is super rad. But sometimes, you know, I feel like we're refining ideas instead of inventing ideas. And there's a time and place for refinement. We want to get better at what we're doing with these things, but we also have to remember to engage the unknown and to kind of break the mold a little bit. So how do you get back to it? How do you find that spark? We decided we'd put our heads together and do this thing called Witching Hour, which is going to be a 2-day festival, and it's going to start in early November, very soon. And our charge is to explore and engage the unknown through performance and discussion. Performance at night, discussion during the day, a little bit of crossover there. And what we're really trying to get at, especially with those discussions, is what's up with creative process? What do artists, what do musicians, what do writers, what do business folks, what do entrepreneurs go through as they come up with an idea and take that original idea and realize it? That's what we're trying to get at here. And this is supposed to be for our community. We're trying to inspire people. We're trying to knock people out of that day-to-day thing that they do. We're trying to take people to the next level. And you know, we thought there were a lot of events out there that do focus on big names. Remember Coachella? It's a lot different now in 2015. Up there with Lollapalooza, Outside Lands, all those big festivals. They're doing really cool work, but we're not about headline culture with Witching Hour. We're not trying to sell names as much as we're trying to sell an idea. The notion that if you can just knock out of your day-to-day and see something unknown, see something unpredictable, it's going to really help you as you move forward with the rest of the world. And you know, I guess the short way to say it is you got to get your mind blown every now and then. It's really healthy. In our first year, we're going to bring folks like Doomtree, Hip Hop Collective from Minneapolis. They're going to perform as well as discuss their creative process. We're going to have folks like Paintalica, who are going to do an installation here in Film Scene in the gallery over a 2-day period. There are going to be bands like Fox who are going to come down from Madison. They're going to perform, but in addition to that, their lead singer is also going to take place in a moderated Q&A about what it means to be a black artist working in a white space. We've got astrophysicist Cornelia Lang coming down to talk about black holes. As we put together this whole program, we realized we needed to partner with folks if we wanted to make it great. And so, you know, it wasn't just us, but we worked with Little Village, we worked with Film Scene, worked with Seed Here Studio, worked with some of the other folks at Mission Creek Festival, worked with Surly, the brewery out of Minneapolis. It took a lot more work, but we thought it'd be more awesome if we did that. So we're upon it right now. It's going to start next week. We're super excited. We're also like terrified because we haven't done something like this in a while. We haven't just gone off the deep end. But ultimately, this first year is so important for us because whether 200 people buy passes or 500 people buy passes, that is our core group. Those are our early adopters. They're going to be able to tell us what went right about this thing, what went wrong about this thing, and that's going to help us develop this as we go into year 3, year 5, and hopefully year 10. Our goal is by year 5, can we get 3,000 people to buy into this idea? So if it goes down in flames, I guess it goes down in flames, but at least they were inspired, you know, and that's what it's all about. I mean, again, I say, why are we here? We're here for that spark. We don't want to do the same thing every day. We don't want to eat the same thing every day. Don't want to read the same thing every day. So we keep looking for that spark, whether it's listening to bar talk, finding the next Basquiat, or listening to like Minor Threat in the basement. You know, you just got to find it, because we want to like be known as bold people, and we don't want to die of boredom. Thanks.